Over the past 6 months, I've looked at thousands of YouTube channels on business, and I've narrowed it down to 20 that I think are the best channels to follow if you want to improve your business. So in no particular order, I'm going to start listing them off and why you should be tuning into them. So the first one is Maria Forleo, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But Maria is about authenticity and sound business advice. She interviews people like Tony Robbins. She's got her own opinions on things, and her advice is sound. I should know. I've been watching her for 6 months. I totally recommend her. The second one is Roberto Blake. Roberto Blake is somebody that is very clued into the tech scene, but also he makes everything that he talks about interesting. A lot of things in tech aren't very interesting. Blake does a great job, whether he's sitting in front of a monitor or he's in New York City, on the streets of New York City, talking about what's important in business, as an entrepreneur, as a startup. He actually talks about a whole lot of things. But this is a guy that you simply have to subscribe to as well. Number 3, a channel called Video Influencers. And this is Cannell and Benji Travis. And they're just focused on young entrepreneurs and developing their business practices. They talk about how to leverage influencers. Great channel to follow if you're looking to build a business, and specifically if you want to look at how to build a business with influential people. Number 4, Derral Eves. Well, Eves is still a relatively young guy. He's been on YouTube since 2006. He's got one of the oldest channels on YouTube, but again, another high quality, high content guy. Fantastic person to tune into, especially if you're interested in learning about video marketing. Number 5, Tony Robbins. There's not much more you could say about this guy that hasn't already been said. Definitely want to tune into his channel, especially if you want to learn more about what he's talking about today. He's really modernized his approach and his message. Fantastic channel. It's a must subscribe. Number 6, Gary Vaynerchuk. Vaynerchuk, I think, films something 3 or 4 times a day. The guy's unbelievable. His advice is sound. He's not just a blowhard. I know he might come across that way at first. Trust me, this guy knows what he's talking about. Number 6, Gary Vaynerchuk, must subscribe. Number 7, Robin Sharma. He's written a lot of self-help books, and these are mostly best-selling books on leadership and what makes someone successful. He's now turned that content into video. Someone, if you're looking for this type of information, is somebody you subscribe to. We certainly have. Number 8, Behind the Brand with Brian Elliott. Elliott does a fantastic job of talking to organizations about how they built their brand. So if you want their secrets and you want their strategies and tactics, a channel that you must subscribe to. Number 9, Mods with Rand Fishkin. Fishkin hasn't really updated this channel in a couple of months, at least from when we're doing this video today. But the content that goes back for years is phenomenal. If you want to become an SEO wizard, this is the channel that you have to tune into. Number 10, HubSpot. HubSpot's channel is kind of having some kind of identity crisis. There's so many different things that are going on. One big, giant experiment. Now, the same can be said for our channel, but there is a method to our madness, okay? We're experimenting on what works and what doesn't work. But HubSpot, a lot of great content, a lot of good talking heads and personalities that have their own unique perspectives. It's a channel we recommend. Number 11, Brian Tracy, one of the most knowledgeable YouTubers out there, probably one of the oldest. Again, solid content, comes from years and years of experience. He's like that, your grandpa, your uncle, that's coming to get to on his channel with all this wisdom. I mean, somebody you really want to pay attention to because he's been there, done that. That's number 11, Brian Tracy. Number 12, Pat Flynn. Now, typically I don't recommend affiliate marketers because they're either one of two things. One, I think they're kind of scammy, or 2, they really, really know their stuff, but they're boring. Pat Flynn is neither one of these. He knows his stuff and he's entertaining. He also knows a lot about online marketing. So this is a guy that if you want to learn more about affiliate marketing and online marketing, you should tune into. I wouldn't recommend him unless he was the real deal, and he's the real deal. Number 13, Video Creators with Tim Schmoyer. Schmoyer's focus for this channel is helping individuals and businesses succeed on YouTube. If you really want to become successful on YouTube, all you really need to do is to subscribe to Schmoyer's channel. I promise you, fantastic content, great insights, fantastic tips, This is the channel to tune into if your sole deal on YouTube is to learn more about YouTube. Number 14, Eric Worre, Network Marketing Pro. So this is, this is a guy that's in network marketing. If you don't know what network marketing is, it's like, what Amway used to be, or Amway is today actually. But Worre, like Flynn, in the affiliate marketing space, is the real deal. There is a place for network marketing in marketing, and if I were to tune into any one individual, it would definitely be Eric. Number 15, Fight Mediocrity. I love these videos. Essentially what he does is he takes best-selling books and concepts and he illustrates them, and he talks over his illustration with his, not only the book's insights, but his own experience related to those insights. So if you want a quick overview in 5 to 10 minutes of the most popular books, business books, this is the channel that you want to tune into. Number 16, Bedros Keulian, and I hope I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. I apologize if I'm not. This is an individual that's ostensibly helping fitness people in business. So these are people that are selling their own coaching services or training or just products. But if you look at his advice, it can apply to almost any industry, especially B2C. So highly recommend him for specific advice around fitness, but also has an ancillary effect of giving you advice and helpful information across all different types of businesses. Number 17, Founders Dinners with Dan Martell. Now Martell does more than just Founders Dinners, but I really like this series. He's an accomplished Canadian entrepreneur that's been there, done that, so he can be he's given out really good advice to entrepreneurs that are struggling or entrepreneurs that are trying to scale. Definitely a channel you want to tune into if you want to see the ins and outs of entrepreneurs, and also some great lessons that he's come up with around scaling startups. Number 18, Sunny Lenarduzzi. Lenarduzzi is just the natural. She's like the natural on camera. No matter what she's talking about, she comes across as authentic. She's fun, she's educational, she really knows her stuff. And this is someone that if you're really looking for video and marketing tips, both, this is someone that you have to tune into. You're going to get it in succinct, quick snippets of content, but real actionable advice. So again, video and marketing tips. Sunny is the person you want to tune into. Number 19, Steve Dotto of Dotto Tech. Dotto has successfully made the leap from TV to YouTube, and he's done it by delivering how-to content about personal productivity, podcasting tips, webinar tips, computers and smart devices. I mean, basically any of those categories, if you're interested in that, Dotto is the one to tune into. He's got 125,000 subscribers, so he's doing something right. Last but not least, Sue Zimmerman, number 20. Zimmerman is known as the Instagram gal. All she does on YouTube is talk about Instagram, but if you want fantastic Instagram tips, tune into her YouTube channel. I wouldn't tune into her Instagram channel, tune into her YouTube channel where she could talk more than 60 seconds about how to make great Instagram content. Now I reached out to Zimmerman and I said, look, you're good on Instagram, but I even think you're better than on YouTube. So I think you're going to see a lot more content come from her. There's enough on there, it goes back years, to make it worth your while, worth your subscribe. And I think she's going to do a whole lot more on YouTube very shortly. So that's the top 20 list. Let me know if I've missed anything. We also posted this to Forbes. You can look at my comments on each of the channels there. But let us know if we've missed anyone. I know there's a lot more great content out there. I did look for a very long time, again, across thousands of videos. There's other people like Evan Carmichael that just didn't quite fit the list. We'll come out with another list. But let me know. If there's anyone else that should be on our list, let me know and we'll add them next time. I also want you to subscribe below. Subscribe to us. We do a lot of this type of content, a lot of marketing tips and how-tos. We want to add to the discussion that these 20 have generated and hopefully become number 21 ourselves someday.